How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another FPL GW video. The game weeks are coming thick and fast at the moment, and with that, the content needs to come before each game week. We are still waiting for the official announcement of the rescheduled fixtures from the Premier League, which will possibly come out today, Friday the 31st of December by 6 PM UK time, hopefully, according to Ben Crellin. There is now an updated list of possible fixtures that we could have, resulting in some teams getting a double Gaming 21 and some getting a double Gaming 22. So stay tuned as I bring you all the information that you need to know, from the likely fixtures to the very latest news that we know currently, my team selection for Game Week 1, and finally, the best wildcard team for those of you who are ready to deploy your wildcard right now and target the double game weeks. Please give the video a like or comment on it, as every interaction really helps the channel grow. And with that, let's jump straight into the likely fixtures for double Gaming 21 and double Gaming 22. So, the FPL planning god himself, Ben Crellin, has come up with his likely set of scenarios in the graphic shown on screen. It's all still up in the air at the moment, but hopefully we will get the official announcement by this evening. I think all we can do currently is just focus on the yellow and orange highlighted fixtures. And from speaking to Ben this morning, he did say that West Ham could really get a juicy double gaming fixture in either Gaming 21 or 22. So we will be looking at West Ham's fixtures as well. So I'd say the teams to target, or the teams with the best likely double gaming fixtures, are Liverpool, Man United, Watford, Everton and Leicester. Now, moving on to some news from earlier today, and it's a big one. Lukaku has come out and said that he is not happy with the situation at Chelsea. Tuchel has chosen to play with another system. I won't give up, I'll be professional. I'm not happy with the situation, but I am professional, and I can't give up now. I really hope from the bottom of my heart to return to Inter, not at the end of my career, but when I'm still at the top level to win more together. I want to apologize to the Inter fans. Timing of my words was wrong. What you did for me will remain forever. I don't know what's gone on, but it really cannot be good at all. If you even thought of bringing in Lukaku into your team, just 100% avoid doing that. After these comments from Lukaku, I have my doubts to whether he will ever play a game for Chelsea again. So yeah, a bit hectic. I'm not sure what's gone on there. And in other news, Jamie Vardy is out for 3 to 4 weeks with a hamstring injury. Harvey Barnes is back in training, and James Maddison is fit. Iheanacho, Ndidi, Amati and Mendy will leave after Saturday, meaning that they will be leaving for AFCON. And also remember that the likes of Mo Salah, Sadio Mane and possibly Dennis from Watford will be leaving for AFCON as well. And from earlier today, the Leicester versus Norwich game was in doubt due to COVID, and that can just be summed up from a tweet from FPL Patridge. For anyone planning their Gaming 21 transfers, Leicester will either play once, twice, or not at all. It's probably a good idea to either bring in one or two of the players, or sell them if you already own them. Yeah, it's a bit crazy at the moment. All we can do is just wait for information, you know? And another game that is in doubt is Newcastle versus Southampton due to COVID as well. And some breaking news: when I started recording this video, news broke that Leicester versus Norwich is officially off due to COVID, but Ben has come out and said that both sides could still have a fixture moved into one of the midweeks in Gaming 21. So, although that fixture is going to be postponed, or is postponed, Leicester and Norwich may not blank at all. So that is a good thing, you know. And taking all that information in, now let's jump onto my team selection for Gaming 21 and then the best wildcard team. So I'm currently sitting on 42 points at the moment for the game week, with the Man United game currently on, and the score is sitting at 3-1. I was banking on a De Gea clean sheet, but that's not to be. The biggest thing for me this game week is a 0-pointer from Mo Salah, and the one game week where we all needed him to shine. with an effective ownership of just 128%, where he usually has an effective ownership of 198%, 199%, where it makes no difference to our teams when we captain him. The one time we needed it, he missed his penalty, and what's crazy is that he has scored his last 15 penalties, and now he missed. Very small margins in FPL, and I did see on the live FPL.net website, using the what if function, if Mo Salah scored that goal and even just had one bonus point in that game, I would be sitting at a rank of 2.7k. So yeah, very tiny margins in FPL. Phil Foden came through for me. Harry Kane with a goal as well. Could have had a brace. Very tight offside, but what can you do? I'm on a very small red arrow, as you can see, from 3.9k to 4.6k. So despite the 0 pointer from Mo, the red arrow isn't too big. And this is my FPL history if you haven't seen it before. Playing for 6 seasons now, and my worst rank ever is 86k in the 2018-19 season. And with regards to the FPL Cup, if this can actually load for me. Why isn't it loading? Oh, it did load. My bad. It seems that I'm going to go through to the 6th round, which is insane. The person I'm up against was 386k in the world, and he took a -16. So I definitely needed that to go through to the next round, which I'm quite happy with. So I will be going to the 6th round of the FPL Cup, and prior to this season, the furthest I've ever been in the FPL Cup was round 3. So it's going pretty well this season. Can I win it all? I doubt, because I don't focus on the FPL Cup. I focus on having the highest possible rank for my team overall. And speaking of that, let's look at my team selection for Gameweek 21. And it's quite a difficult one. So looking at all these fixtures from Ben, I'm not in the best of positions. An option that I was looking at was Mo Salah to Son Heung-min. But after watching Chelsea, I then had a thought, what if I keep Salah and captain him? He surely will have a lower effective ownership than he had this past game week. So that is an option. Another option I looked at is to sell Kyle Walker and Smith Rowe for Maddison and Thomas from Leicester. I was really hoping to target that Norwich game, and now with the game being postponed, I may have to look at another option. Not very ideal. Hopefully, another fixture is announced for Leicester, another decent fixture. If Leicester does have a blank in this game week, I may be looking at Salah to Son. As you can see, Spurs have Watford and will likely be getting a double game week in 22 as well. Possibly keep Walker, because when I am finally ready to sell him, after having 4 blanks in a row from him, he is now seen in training. So it looks like I will be keeping Kyle Walker in my team and selling Marcus Alonso. Chelsea do not look good, and after what Lukaku has come out and said today, surely there's something hectic going on behind the scenes there. So I'll try to avoid that, especially since Chelsea play Liverpool this game week. I am a Liverpool fan, and I will try my best not to use, club bias. You should never do that when playing FPL. And I'm not using club bias. I do think Liverpool will have a massive comeback this game week. I do think the likes of Salah, Trent, Jota will all perform against Chelsea. So I do expect a few goals in that game, but we will see. So for my team personally, I really don't know what I'm doing. I may look at Salah to Son, or Smith Rowe to Maddison, or maybe in another double gaming player, maybe Jared Bowen from West Ham, because they could have a very juicy double gaming, either in Gameweek 21 or 22. Now, moving on to the best wildcard team for Gameweek 21. And let's start off with removing every single player that we do not want in the team. And yeah, that includes the likes of selling Mo Salah. And the reason for that is that after the Chelsea game, he will be leaving for AFCON. Hey, Kane, well, we'll decide on that in a moment. And I'm so sad that I have Dennis currently, as he's very likely to go for AFCON. There's some politics going on there as well, as his manager has come out and said that Dennis's national team has called him up too late and they have an option to keep him and not send him. But surely that should make the player unhappy and he won't perform. So we'll just have to wait and see with that as well. And we're going to target making a team that's good enough for a bench boost, or what I do advise is not going for the bench boost and just having a squad of 15. With all the COVID postponements at the moment, I truly doubt using the bench boost chip is a good option. And having a look at a tweet from Anna Woodbury earlier on today, she has said she's gone through the trends, and since Game Week 17, the number of rotations per starting 11 has gone from 2.36 in Game Week 17. In Game Week 18, it was 3.13 and 3.29 in Game Week 19. Now moving on to the current Game Week, which is Game Week 20. From the 12 teams who have already played, we have seen an average of 4.17 changes per starting 11. So I would say do not bench boost. Go for a team of 15 and take it from there. You may have a few matches postponed in that. Try not to triple up as much as you can. I know it's very tempting. But I do think we may go for at least one triple up from fixtures that do look quite decent. And it's been made aware to me from all my wildcard drafts that I have put up here on YouTube that my team value is insanely high compared to the average FPL manager. So in today's video, we will make a wildcard team where I will leave at least 1 million in the bank, possibly more, 1.2, 1.5 more, and we'll take it from there. So let's start with the defense. Keeper and defense. So I did say that Everton has some really great fixtures coming up, possibly a double game week in Gameweek 21. So we will look at getting Pickford into our teams. In defense, based on budget, let's go for Emerson over Reguilon at the moment. And in trying to keep triple Liverpool, you could have a look at either Virgil van Dijk or Robertson. Robertson is expected to be back from Gameweek 22, but if you want a player right now, I would go with Virgil. In defense, I will also go for Thomas from Leicester with some great fixtures coming up. And to round up the defense, Sufal from West Ham. So we're not going too expensive at the back. We're going to get enough cover. If you have more money in the bank, you could get Reguilon instead of Emerson Royal and Castagna instead of Thomas. In the midfield, let's go for Son. Jared Bowen, I wish I had the man in my actual team. He had quite the haul this game week. On fire. On fire. James Maddison, who is now fit. Hopefully he has a game this game week. And to round up the midfield, we want a cheap player who offers quite nice value, and that is Martinelli. And the reason you go for Martinelli over Smith Rowe is Smith Rowe is pulling his best Divock Origi impression, coming off the bench every single game week now and scoring a goal. Who knows how long that will last, but Emil Smith Rowe owners are getting very lucky at the moment. And up top, I will go for Joshua King to target Watford's possible 2 double game weeks. So if you go for this draft, it will leave 1.9 in the bank. But as we've just seen that Ronaldo has had quite the nice haul with quite lovely fixtures to come, I will go for Ronaldo instead of Kane at the moment on a wildcard team. You've got cover with Son and Emerson Royal. You've got Ronaldo and De Gea from Man United, triple Liverpool, double Leicester, triple West Ham, Watford, Martinelli. It would be nice if there were more Watford options, but other than Joshua King, I can't really see any options. You could look at, Bachmann, but Foster could be back quite soon, so I don't know whether that is the best option. If Everton do get a double Gameweek in 21, instead of Antonio, you could get Calvert-Lewin, who is back into the team. And if West Ham double in Gameweek 22, you could just sell Calvert-Lewin for Antonio. So if you go for this team, it leaves 1.2 mil in the bank for me. Hopefully that's enough in the bank for some of you to try and get to this team. If you have more money like I do, you could possibly look at Emerson to Reguilon or Thomas to Castagna. You have options there. So yeah, this is the team that I would go for as the best wildcard team for Gameweek 21. That sums up the video. I hope it was informative and helpful. If you enjoyed the content here, please subscribe if you haven't yet. And don't forget to hit a like and comment below as well with any questions or if you disagree or need any help at all. My final team will be posted here on YouTube and on my other social media platforms on deadline day. So keep those notifications on. Good luck for the game week, everyone, and remember to FPL responsibly.